Alright guys, so I post 12 pieces of content every single day across 3 platforms and it only takes me 2 hours. No team, no agencies, just me, my camera, and a stack of AI tools. Today I'm actually going to pull back that curtain and show you exactly my workflow so you guys can steal it for your own. Let me walk you through this at a high level. Every single piece of content I make follows the same pipeline. Idea, script, film, edit, publish, repost. It sounds simple, right? It is if you have the right tools doing the heavy lifting at every stage. The game goes like this. I only touch the parts that need my voice and my face. Everything else, AI handles or my team. Let me show you exactly what I mean stage by stage. Step number 1 is ideas. And honestly, this part would keep me stuck for hours. I would actually stare at my phone all day and be like, what am I going to post today? Well, luckily for me, this actually doesn't happen anymore. Here's what I do. I open up ChatGPT and I give it a prompt. Something like, give me 10 short form content ideas for a creator who teaches AI tools to other creators. It's important you say, make them trendly, friendly, and contrarian. And within seconds, I have a list that would have taken me hours to brainstorm. But here's the move that actually levels it up. I don't just use one single AI. I take the best 3 ideas from ChatGPT and bring them into Claude. I then say, give me a unique angle on all of these topics that no one is talking about. I find Claude is really good for finding the contrarian take. Between both of these tools, I never run out of ideas. It's amazing. Once I find all my ideas for the week, I will sit down for 2 hours and make my scripts. And no, I'm not actually writing these scripts with my own hands on pen and paper. I've built a prompt library. Basically, it's a collection library of all the videos I've taken and all the things I've gathered over the past few months. It tells the AI exactly how I talk, what my hooks look like, and how I structure my content. So I'll take those ideas I already generated, I'll put it inside my script prompt, and out comes the script with a hook, a body, and a CTA. I'll basically tweak 10% of the script, that way it feels more personable, I can make some jokes, something my audience can relate to. But the good part is, all the heavy lifting is actually already done. The key thing I need you guys to remember is that AI does not replace your voice. It structures your thoughts faster, much faster actually. I can confidently say it still sounds like me in every single video. The AI just gets me to the finish line in 20 minutes instead of 2 hours. Then we head over to filming, and this is where I see most people overcomplicate things. My setup is dead simple, so that way I can hit record right away. I got my camera, I got a key light, a fill light, and a backlight right here. And when I need to, I have a teleprompter so I can read right off the screen. And that's it. I don't have multiple cameras running for B-roll. I literally sit down, hit record, and move on to the next task. But this is the game changer, so listen in. It's called batch recording. I script all of my content, let's say on a Monday, and I shoot all of those ideas on a Tuesday. So I might film 7 reels, 3 TikToks, and 2 YouTube shorts in one sitting. Same outfit sometimes I'll switch, just running through scripts one after the other. My editors handle the rest. If you're spending 2 hours a week in front of your camera recording, you're doing too much. Batch it. Trust me. Editing is where AI really shines. And this is the part that actually saves my team and myself a lot of time. I'm going to walk you through 3 tools in my workflow. First, everyone has heard of this, it's CapCut. Not only is it free, but for a free app, it is really good at what it does, especially for short form content. It's fast and the caption styles are actually surprisingly good, and they're always updating it. For Reels and TikToks, that's definitely the move. The second tool is Opus Clip. I find this one is best for repurposing. So I'll take my long form video, for example this one right here, and I'll throw it into Opus Clip. It'll automatically find the best moments from that video and clip them into shorts. The AI scoring that's on this is actually really good. Basically what it does is pick the most engaging parts of the video so it can actually go trending, go viral, or actually be engaging with your audience. Third is Descript. This tool is great when you need precision. It basically lets you edit your video like it's a Word document. You can literally select the text and delete it, and it will delete on the video. If I go and ah and use any filler words, I can go over those and just delete it out of the clip. Honestly, it's probably the closest thing to magic I've ever found. Alright, so you have your video, it's exported. The next big step is the thumbnail. A lot of creators I find spend way too much time on this or too little. Here's my system. For my Instagram and TikTok content, what I do is actually tell my editor to make sure there's a thumbnail moment in that video. The reason I do this is because when they find it on the Explore page, that thumbnail moment, once they click the video and the video starts playing, the hook happens, and then they see the thumbnail, there's a viewer payoff. for times where there isn't a shot or I'm doing a YouTube video, which is a little bit different, I use Midjourney to develop a background concept. I'll give it a prompt like cinematic tech background or like in a high-rise apartment, windows all around. This background is real, by the way. I live here. This is not AI generated. If it was, I think it'd be too perfect. Anyways, back to backgrounds. So when you're doing a background, I would slightly blur the background. Based on all the backgrounds the AI generated for me, I'll pick the best one that suits what I was wearing that day. I'll go to Photoshop, or you can use Canva, and cut myself out. After I'm cutting myself out, I'll add the text and I'm done within 5 minutes. The reason I use Midjourney backgrounds is because it's better than anything I could design or create. And if you're already using Canva or Photoshop, you can create these projects where the templates are ready to go and you can just drag and drop new concepts and just change the text based on what video you're making. Now here's the last piece of the puzzle: scheduling. I don't manually post anything anymore. Everything goes into a scheduler. The reason I do this is not only do I have to download that video on my phone and then go post it when I want to post it, but when you schedule things, you can actually post it at times where your viewer is on. If you don't know this, you go into your analytics and you can find the most optimal times to post based on when your audience, your viewers, your fans are actually scrolling. I use a scheduling tool that posts on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, but there's so many tools out there. Just go find one. So I'll spend about 30 minutes on Monday with all the content I have and upload it for that scheduled week. And then I don't have to think about it again. The content just goes on autopilot. And that's the whole system. Use AI to come up with the ideas. You'll also use it to script it, and then you just need to batch record them. Once you're done recording, edit it with the tools. And once you're done editing, just export it and make sure that they're scheduled on the respective apps. That's it. 12 pieces of content, 2 hours a day. I know there's been so much information being thrown at you, so let's just recap everything. ChatGPT and Claude for ideas, my prompt library to then script them into actual videos. I then batch film once a week, CapCut for short form editing, Opus Clip for repurposing, Descript for precision editing, Midjourney, Photoshop, Canva for thumbnails. And to wrap it all up, a scheduler so you can set it and forget it. That's the exact system on how I post 12 times a day without burning out. That's the key. Without burning out, because this happens all the time to creators. It's not about working harder, it's about building the right system. And now, because you've watched the whole video, you have the blueprint. If this video was any way valuable to you, please subscribe, save this video for next time. I'm trying to post weekly, breaking down how I actually do this thing, and you guys can watch me live. Either way guys, I'll see you in the next one.